shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by. It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
I should have given you a token for your kindness in finding a leader. Is something wrong?
Elita needs you to listen. Right now, go to the garden, quickly.
I will. At once.
My poor feet.
I had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that noble girl.
She didn't even hesitate. She stood between the assassin and our Sun King.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Was a guard under the last king. Far cry from those days.
Some Osram girl applied to the city guard the other day. Amazing.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
Always stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
Don't let your guard down.
If I got my hands on Derval, there wouldn't be anything left of him for me.
Was a guard under the last king. Far cry from those days.
Ugh, my poor feet.
Dawn breaking.
Buy what you need.
Every
leave the
time's
rest.
different.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Some Osram girl applied to the city guard the other day. Oh, amazing.
Was a guard under the last king. Far cry from those days.
Would you like to buy something today?
Always stay bright, always
Check
stay
out
alert.
these wares.
That's what I say.
Take a look at these wares.
These damn Osram, stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes open.
Would you like to buy something today?
No, I'm awake and alert. Damn it.
Fine goods for a fair price.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Buy what you need, leave the rest. Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
No. I'm awake and alert. Damn it.
We all have our place in the order of things.
These aren't goods.
These damn
They're
Oseram.
necessities.
Stirring up tensions. Keeping my eyes
Come take a
open.
look. I'll give you a good price. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Don't pass up these goods.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved.
Won't
in
find
politics.
better wares.
Should be out there fighting
Won't cost
machines,
you a
like
shard
pacing
just to
around
look.
here.
I've got all the best goods here.
And to take over my
You'll
brother's
regret
shift
not
today.
stopping when you're in the
Sure as
thick of it.
sun's rise and he's off courting that noble girl.
This damn Oseram stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes open.
Should be out there fighting machines, but pacing around here.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Would you like to buy something today?
Meridian. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Don't look to me
Only
for
the
help.
finest goods here.
My duty is to
See for
guard.
yourself.
I don't get involved in politics.
Buy what you need, leave the rest. Don't pass
Don't
up
let your
these
guard
goods.
down.
Arrested two for
Won't cost you a
disorderly
shard
conduct
just
last
to look.
night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. I've got all the best goods here.
Should be out there
These aren't
fighting
goods.
machines.
They're necessities.
Pacing around here.
Don't
Won't
look to me
find
for help.
better
My
wares.
duty is to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
You'll
Machines
regret
or
not
bandits
stopping
try to
when
get
you're in the
past
thick of
me,
it.
they'll have a fight. Mark my words.
Check out these wares. Fine goods for a fair price.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants.
Take a
They'll
look
as
at these
soon teach you as
wares.
look at you.
Always stay bright, always
Come
stay
take a
alert.
look. I'll
That's
give you
what
a
I
good
say.
price. Would you like to buy
We all
something
have our
today?
place in the order of things.
No, I'm awake and alert. Damn it.
It's not what I imagined
Only
when
the
I was a
finest
boy,
goods here.
but
See
it's
for
decent
yourself.
work keeping the city safe.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but
I've got all the
it's
best
decent
goods
work,
here.
keeping the city safe.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Don't pass up these goods.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to
Buy
live
what
by.
you need, leave the rest.
Arrested
Fine
two
goods
for
for a fair
disorderly
price.
conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
These aren't goods. They're necessities. Check out these wares!
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat you as look at you.
Take a look at these wares. Won't find better wares. You'll like what I
Machines or
have for
bandits
sale,
try
I
to get
promise.
past me.
Grab this now.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
What if we've passed some sort of threshold? What if there's... With Iykh gone, Sunfall feels even less safe. I meet my uncle every day, just to reminisce about Viridian. Yesterday.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's... difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Try not to think of Avad's betrayal too much. I don't have much energy for anger. It's disconcerting to see so many savages with some rumor has it. Oh boy. Another savage. At least he's not as bad as Meridian.
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
The Sun Ring, a proud tradition of Picardia.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least,
Give them time. I'm sure they miss it.
There's a brother there from the Bellows.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
I thought of Uthid. He cannot just be faking it, can he? We'll be getting more supplies coming from some hall.
The true Carja will honor the ceasefire, but can we expect the usurpers to act honorably?
I think these disappearances are a blessing. The sun drawing the faithful out of misery.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary.
I have nothing more to give.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucian Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard for the safety
We both know
of
you're
the
no killer for
king's
hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me,
Forth then,
while there's still time to save him.
do the will of the sun.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
But the Kestrels.
Ah, they
Remember your
want us
place,
to see
stranger.
this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
As to the city,
This is
perhaps we need a
insane.
respite from violence.
Hardly.
Even if it is
You're
temporary.
going to see me.
You underestimate the ease of hiding in plain sight. The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
If you're gonna watch some slaughter, this is the place to do it.
I don't like heights.
You worry, boy. You worry.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
my blood I'm tasting. I should heal up.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room. I can't spare the wait.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. That Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program. The technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them. And they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Sun has never touched this place.
I can pass them, undetected.
The data points, you're going to ignore them?
Don't mind me.
There. Well, kill me. No more. Not now. What? Yeah. Doesn't kill me. Guide me down.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
I'm sure you now understand.
No room.
ZD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
So, the whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. Why Hades, then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be...
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't...
I'll tuck that away.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this,
Power's
and
down.
then...
Is there another route?
And with
I've done this
Charles Bronson
before.
running the show,
Just need my
I
focus.
respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And...
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now? And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and
My turn. Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration. Done. I should check the door nearby. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Not sure.
Show your face, I've got an arrow for you.
We might have trouble. I'll make it quick.
Who knows where she went?
I got a dead body over here.
better not be one of ours. Of course.
Got someone down over here. Doesn't look good. Got a body over here!
Structural failure prevents access.
Man down!
That's the last of them.
Alert. H-lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Come in! I'll take her down! Don't give up yet! Too fast. Gotta...
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Got too much already. can't carry more.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon. But hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. It's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Like this place.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils.
A corpse!
The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curriculum, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome. Let us begin.
Driving myself mad. Let's just find her so we can get out of this wretched place.